Harper Audio presents Mischief by Ed McBain, performed by Len Cariou. The luminous dial of his watch showed 10 minutes past 2 in the morning. The rain had tapered off at about midnight. These writers didn't work in the rain, didn't want to get their spray cans all wet. The wall he'd chosen tonight was a new one. You could almost smell the fresh cement. New walls attracted these writers the way honey did bears. He was standing here waiting for someone to show up. This was a two-lane street here running under the highway. Your writers always picked a street or a road with traffic on it, so every time you went by you could ooh and ah over the terrific mess they'd made of the wall. This was the 23rd of March, a dreary Monday morning. Walking in the cold, dank rain, he had worked out his plan. Tonight would be the first of them, if anybody showed. If not, he'd do it tomorrow night. No rush at all. Get it done in time enough. 3 of them altogether. 1 plus 1 plus 1. He figured these writers had to do their dirty work at night. Probably scouted a new wall during the day, came back to mess it up. If anybody showed tonight, he'd catch him in the act. Bam! The gun in the pocket of his coat was a .38 caliber Smith & Wesson. Well, come on, he thought. Can't stand out here all night, can I? His gloved hand felt warm around the pistol. 1 plus 1 plus 1 again. Then retire. Thing was, he was beginning to realize this might take longer than he'd figured. No way of telling when or even if anybody would show. Wait in the dark till... Hold it. Coming up the street. Hands in his pockets. Kid of 17, 18, looking this way and that. Had to be up to some kind of mischief. The kid took a flashlight from his pocket. Light splashed onto the new cement wall. His face cracked into a grin. Then he reached inside his jacket and took out a spray can of paint and stood back from the wall a moment, deciding where to start his masterpiece. He was spraying red paint onto the wall, spraying an S and a P and then an I and then a D, when he heard a movement behind him and turned sharply and saw a man, a gun in his hand. "Here," the man said, and shot him twice in the face. The boy lay still and silent on the ground. He shot the boy one more time, in the chest this time, and then he reached down to pick up the can, and squirted red paint all over the boy's face, oozing blood. His chest, oozing blood. Red paint and red blood mingling. During the empty hours of the night, the rain had changed to snow. It was that kind of spring. At 9 o'clock that morning, it was still snowing. Andy Parker was looking over the report on the dead graffiti writer. The paper told him Baker 1 had found the kid early this morning under the river highway on North 11th. Kid's name was Alfredo Herrera, street name Spider. That's what he was probably trying to write on the wall. Spider, when somebody pumped 2 into his face and another in his chest, and painted him red for good measure. Served him right, Parker thought, fucking writer, but didn't say. "We supposed to inform next of kin on this or what?" He asked no one. "Unless they already did," Carella said. "That's why I'm asking," Parker said. "Willis typed this up. Did he already call whoever or what?" "What does it say there?" "Doesn't say anything. I hate to call some kid's mother, tell him he's dead." "Yeah, well, learn how to do it," Carella said. "Thanks a whole fucking lot," Parker said, and pulled out a worn telephone directory. "Probably be 10,000 people named Herrera in this city." As it turned out, he was mistaken. There were only 146. 146 fucking names that would take him all fucking day to call. For what? To tell some lady who couldn't speak English that her shithead son was dead, which it served him right anyway? Sometimes he wished he wasn't so dedicated.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?